Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They give it off here to the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third and short to give to the tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second and 8 coming up. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and
touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. Hurts will throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rolling to his right. On the move past the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Fields on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They snap it to Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be
hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyler Gordon puts it on. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first... league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 5.
19 Tiger.
Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep working.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
53's right. Check. 53's right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Again, Fields. A slant to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, Montgomery. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Okay, ready?
53, Mike. Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Okay, break.
53 is the Mike. Oh, you got D? 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team.